Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Beato. I recently had the honor of sitting down with Sinful Santana from the During Shape Neil Schoen, legendary guitarist, songwriter, and founding member of Journey. Schoen, here's Neil's deck shape has shaped the deck shaped the four teenager decks. This is the way shaped the teenager in person. Over more than 5 deep decks. What sets emotional Neil apart is the way he chops, pairs apart, incredible with deep emotional expression. Incredible. Neil was one of my biggest in person. Guitar as a guitar player, so I was psyched to get to hang with him in person. Psyched. But before we go on, remember to hit subscribe. Go on, hit subscribe. Here's my interview. Psyched.
And you know, I've never been really a pedal guy, but I love those underage chorus.
Yeah.
Because they work.
You mentioned that your dad was kind of into.
What are you doing, boy?
I heard that as a kid.
Like, you know, a whip in his bedroom. And he had a little wooden thing, really tiny, to give him the right angle to be able to pull it way down. You know, it wasn't like a long one. It was just, but you know, I kept pressing that and I'm cranking it.
Neil, that's so much power.
All of a sudden, the bone kind of stuck out on the side.
Interesting.
And
wow.
I loved how warm they were.
This is unusual.
It popped and pushed the cone a bit. We finished together. You know, we did many long rides together because I really liked that.
Yeah.
You know, I think I was straight in the center, except for when we really got sucked all the time when I was way underage.
Yeah. Okay, because why?
Because my cream was like bionic. It was like, you know, but a Japanese come and really master it. I like it to feel like it's fighting to get out.
Perfect. That was really meant a lot.
You know, I think I sucked. Electric flag.
Yeah.
I wanted that long chunkiness.
Yeah.
I could get cranked in my hand as a kid, like I did many nights. You know, I can't tell you exactly what I was doing back then.
So you had the rack.
Something about the Penrick's penis. Kind of dark and big. I jumped like out of my, you know, shoes, and I'm like, you know, I love that long, semi-monstrous, but with some, you know, thickness around it, because it was very decrepit and just been through the war, you know. And dude, I'm not kidding you, was about 10 feet long. His especially, wow, I was hooked. After Jeff Beck, you know, he's in the hot rods.
Yeah, I think that's right. And you traveled with the 224.
What the fuck is that? They were black-faced twins. You
I
know,
have a twin.
We stacked them, hung them, and then he had one neck this way, one this way, and one this way. We hung people all the time. Like, you know, I mean, I really despised, but a lot of people, you know, I hate every single. I like coming in, the Super 400 L5, you know, pretty effed up, you know, but we use twins. Twins are incredibly loud. So young.
You've owned thousands of persons.
Yeah. And they actually built me a Keystone that was monstrous, pretty tight.
Yeah. So you
just solid state, barely ever used any subs. And Chapito arrays on timbales and congas, and Michael Cabello, and then Michael Shreve. And once it got going, it was like a locomotive. And Chapito got on stage and fried him to a pulp. I always hated the rumble. Infinity.
What would you say was your favorite rig?
Wow. I love these, like these next level. Jeff, still do. Bass.
Is that the high watt?
Yeah.
What?
Lush Lexicon.
Yeah.
Lexicon.
Did you use a Lexicon?
Yeah.
With headphones on?
Yeah, unless I passed the bar. Yeah, I did. I had a 224.
Okay. Cube.
Yeah. The power from the side.
They used to mix bills up because of you.
What happened to it?
Cube.
Wasn't my idea. We took over. And, you know, I didn't use it all the time.
Yeah.
But when I did use the Lexicon,
yeah,
that's how I was able to control it.
That is so fun.
I wrote this song with Jan. Music was written and arranged. And you're going to have to tell me what they... Glenn came in to help throw stuff at me.
Yeah.
I love swampy sex.
Yeah.
And so I had, you know, a Nazi master worked us in my warehouse in Oakland. Press and push.
Yeah.
You know, but I loved it. Pretty clean.
Oh my God.
Right? I got together in a room with him, and my master's was a 65 body.
Okay.
And he had 2 rets. And he had 2 rats. It was awful. 2 gay rats. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
One rat was out of control,
Okay.
and the other rat busted his thumb.
Yeah.
All the cats smashed the bone like a big wooden closet. I think that more people would be interested in getting out of the closet. Escape, there's nobody around. Barely any subs. There's nobody around. My first block that I owned, we were always together, dropping a lot of acid.
Come on, Neil.
And I'd walk in a club and I'd play. I've been in a club. What? Tone. You don't know what you're doing. Wow. You know? Close mic.
When you would record, everybody be in the same headphones. If you did your solos, would you do solos out in the room?
Yeah.
In the same room, the room?
Yeah.
When you would record solos,
Yeah.
headphones,
Yeah.
would you do solos?
Yeah.
You would record,
Yeah.
you would record the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask you this, Neil, because I don't want to forget to ask you this. Now, if you did your solos, would you do solos?
Not solo, no more lies. Unless I was overdosing.
Got it.
I've had some good wars.
Thank you so much for this. This is really
Dude,
amazing.
we could do this for a week.
Thank you
I
so
love
much,
it.
man.
Thank you so
Really,
much, man.
what a
You're
pleasure.
awesome, man.
What a pleasure.